I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. Inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Well, hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? And yes, I'm going to highlight these two comments. Criminal impersonation at its worst and moral turpitude. Those are things that we might want to take into consideration today. So, since we all have issues with this transcript, I have the recorded call, so I am going to play that. We're going to start there, and then we're going to go get into some other things. And then you guys make your decisions. You are not late. We're just running behind on schedule, pickles. So let's get into this call. I will mute out so that you all can hear it. So we are going to listen to it first and then go from there. So enjoy.
Told everybody when he was talking about Ronnie and everything, when he called him, he said, yeah, he was talking to his mom on the phone, and he said there's a knock at the door, and it's supposed to be Kevin, right?
Hey, Ronnie? Ronnie?
Goddamn.
Who not?
He said Ronnie was talking to his mother.
Oh.
He told everybody this. He said they heard a knock or something, and it's supposed to be Kevin, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, right there shows you Shibley's the murderer, right there. Nobody knows that except for the dead man, the murderer, and Ronnie's mommy.
That a knock at the door was Kevin.
You don't understand that. Your minds are just the same. Everybody's minds are the same. You don't understand what I'm saying. Listen to me. Ronnie was talking to his mommy. Is what Shibley. Listen, when Ronnie was dead, right?
Uh-huh.
Shibley called me and told me. Okay? I didn't know nothing about it. He called me out and told her too. Shibley did. He admitted guilt right there. You know why? Because he said in this, I don't know if he told you or not, did he tell you about Ronnie?
He asked me if I heard about Ronnie.
Right, exactly. And he said him and his mommy was on the phone, didn't he?
No, he didn't tell me nothing about that.
Okay, well, he told me and me that, okay? And a bunch of other people, Ralph and Linda and all of them. Okay, how did Shibley know that goddamn Ronnie was on the phone with his mommy, okay? How did he know?
He wouldn't have unless he was there.
Exactly. He was listening to the door. When he said, Ronnie's mom, when Ronnie said, yeah, Kevin's supposed to be coming over, Shirley told me that was his cue right there, okay? He nosed in and knocked on the door. Ronnie said, well, Kevin's here. He said, hello, like right there, right?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Shirley said, he said, who is it? Shirley said, it's Kevin. You hear me?
Yeah.
He's Ronnie's mind right there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He opened the door to Shirley. Shirley went in there. He said he sat down and started talking to him. He said, hey, Shirley. He said, what are you doing, man? He said, I just fucking with you, Ronnie. He said, how you doing, Shirley? Because Ronnie knows Shirley.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So what happened then?
He said they sat down and started talking, okay? Shirley told me, he said, Ronnie, you got any jobs or anything, man? I'm fresh out of jail and all this and everything. And after that, Ronnie said, no, I ain't got nothing for you. You ain't got no, he lied. Shelby said, he's got all that money and got nothing. He said he lied. Shelby went over to the blind and turned the blinds down, started turning the blinds down, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm typing on a computer, but I'm listening.
He said, Ronnie got nervous and know something was up then, right? You see somebody turning the blinds down, you know something, you get kind of a feeling, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He said, well, Ronnie, can I do anything for you or anything? He said, you still mess around or anything? You do tricks or stuff? He said, well, Shelby, I'm still messing around and everything. Shelby said, can I suck your dick for $20? Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Ronnie said, yeah, man, yeah. He said, Shelby laughed. He said, Ronnie pulled his britches down and jumped on the bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shelby walked in there and he was looking everywhere and looking to make sure there ain't no guns nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Shelby said there was a shotgun or something in the corner or something like that. I don't know. He was watching it. Shelby said when he went to do all that and everything, he jerked his pistol out. Shelby was getting his pistol. Ronnie beat into the draw. You hear me?
Yeah.
He said he had one behind the pillow. Ronnie pulled his weapon out and he was shaking. He was scared. Shelby said, you damn fool, I'm just going to show you this gun. I'm just going to show it to you, man. You fool, you fucking fool. It made Ronnie ease his mind thinking he was going to sell him that gun. You hear me?
Yeah.
When he got closer to Ronnie, he said he grabbed the gun and knocked it out of his hand and knocked Ronnie to the ground. And then he started taping him and shit.
Started taking him.
Duct taping him.
Oh.
Then he put zip ties and stuff on him. He said Ronnie was strong. He said, I said, Shelby, I said, that's probably his, shit. I said, Shelby, that's probably his dying will strength. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
His feeling. Shelby said, he's never, in the phone conversation with the police Shelby had, or whatever the fuck it was, he said he's never, in all his time, he's always used duct tape. Nobody ever got loose. So that made the police think that there's more people.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what got Shelby. What got Shelby was after he'd done that gruesome act. He didn't shoot him out off the bat. He went through the house looking through a hammer, he said. He was just going to knock his brains out to keep the noise down. You hear me?
Yeah.
He couldn't find nothing. So when he come back, he said Ronnie was starting to get loose and everything. So that's when he threw the pillow there, and he said a few words to him, and he shot him.
So he just...
He said, Shelby's exact words he told me. He said after he was done with Ronnie, he didn't say nothing else he done to him, but the detective told me a lot about it and everything. It was gruesome. It was fucking gruesome. It was like something out of a horror fucking movie.
So he just taped him up and shot him and robbed him? What did he get?
He zip tied him, he fucking taped him up and shot him. Then he got his money. What he got, he said he had $3,800. He got $3,800 off of it. And then he left. But I left a lot of shit out of that because I get sick thinking about it. All the shit he did. He said he's going up the tracks. He was walking up the tracks. He parked his truck at the church. Well, he told me. He said he was going up the tracks, and he noticed something. He said, oh, my God, I touched that fucking blind with my fingers. So Shelby went back and burnt the place. But what he didn't know is the blind is made of a is a PVC type cellophane. when you burn it, instead of just wiping it off like he should have done, he would got away with it if he just wiped it off. When he burned it, he burned his fingerprint into the edge of the blind. It sealed it in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
That's what got him. After his fingerprint came, where he's in prison and stuff, they fingerprint felonies and all that, right?
Yeah.
It run in a national database. It picked up Shelby. So the next thing they did is they seen Shelby where he was recently married. You hear me?
Mhm.
So they start chasing records, okay? Cell phones. Shelby's cell phone was at the scene of a crime. Transmitter picked it up. Shelby thought just because he takes his battery out, it don't help. It don't do no good. The battery ain't got a damn thing to do with the transmitter. It's inside the damn phone. That's what got Shelby caught. Then they started looking at the numbers Shelby fucking used and everything, who he called and all the other shit and everything. And they seen Jimbo's number on there. And they seen my number on there. And they seen Mel's number on there and Mom's number on there. But they kept seeing my number. But they also see, well, I didn't answer none of his fucking phone calls. None of them. I avoided them. Because all he wanted me to do was take him to rob somebody, and I wasn't going to do it. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. After that, that's what happened. Fucking state police pulled me fucking over and searched every fucking thing I had. And they found the gloves under Shelby where Shelby sat at that day and everything.
Damn.
See, I took Shelby to Harlem thinking we was having a Brother's Day. That's what he told me, right?
Yeah.
I didn't force him to come to fucking Corbin and meet me. Never did I do that. I didn't want nothing to do with the motherfucker. But I'm always in up with trouble. But he keeps on demanding and demanding and demanding. And you know how he is.
Yeah.
So when I had anything to do with him, he said we're going to go see all the family. Well, it changed when we got in Harlan. He wanted to rob people. When we take him to rob people, that was his own soul. That was his only purpose being there. I didn't want no part of it. And he talks about everybody he wanted to rob and why he wanted to rob them. And I told Shelby, robbing, is different. When you're killing somebody, it's a whole new different ball game. You hear me?
Yeah.
He wanted to run in and shoot fucking kids and everything. So, everybody in the family and everything that don't believe me, they can go suck my motherfucking dick. John Paul can too. You know?
Yeah. My fucking mind is bumfucked.
I'm telling you right now, Shelby fucked up. He started talking about it. He called somebody on the fucking phone. He let 3 or 4 people know he did it. You know how Shelby is when he does something, he brags about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody said he had DNA.
Well, they don't know for a fact or not, buddy, but if Shelby done anything sexually with him, they don't know that. I mean, they assume they did, but,
And somebody said his eyes were gouged out, his tongue was cut out, his balls were cut off.
Well, that's just, I'm just telling you, I ain't saying no more. That's all I know. Do you think I'd do something like that, Amber? Honestly, do you think I could do something like that?
I don't see how anybody could.
Anybody can't. Only a fucking psycho can. That's why I say he's a fucking psycho. The state police has already got my fingerprints. They already got everything from me. They know that I wasn't there. I had an alibi that day, a whole night, everything, So I had no way of doing it. There.
Shirley said he's at work. They gonna fucking look into that. If he was at work, then what's
Everybody was at work, Amber. Well, fuck. Laura said that Shelby was that day I took him to Harlan. We were at see Memo and everything, Laura said she was with him all day that day. She's fucking stupid.
Yeah, she told me. I told her that Shelby was in Harlan the night before he got arrested, and she said he went and he was with her.
What did you tell her?
I said, no. Memo said she talked to him. He was in Harlan. No, she didn't. He was with us, with me. Said they was gonna play midnight bingo somewhere. and Corbin. And she said that I asked her how would Chebley have got to Harlan to begin with when Ronnie was supposed to have got killed, and she said she didn't know. Here, get this telephone, baby. Here. Said that she didn't know. She went to see her daughter in rehab or something, and she was gone an hour and a half. When she left, Chebley was home. She come back, and Chebley was still there. She was only gone an hour and a half, so he couldn't have done it. And then she said she went to meet Jimbo at a gas station. So she went to meet Jimbo at a gas station to get makeup because Chebley busted her $50 makeup case set or something. So I don't know.
Well, where do I fucking come into play at that? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Okay, then. I don't. Then we can say whatever he wants to do about it. That Facebooking me and everything. He's like, where's the money, Ernie? Where's the money? I didn't get no fucking money. I don't know nothing about the damn thing. I don't know nothing about it.
Who did?
Man.
Oh. Oh. I don't know.
John Paul was like, why was you bringing him up here, Ernie? What was you going to bring him up here for, Ernie? Well, fuck you, John Paul. Motherfucker wanted to come see Memo. Was that against the fucking law?
I don't know.
I got something for you, buddy boy. I got something for you too, motherfucker. Come to my house. You open my door, your goddamn brains are split. What about you? Them mercy people be picking your ass up. I'll shoot you right between the fucking eyes of 357. I don't like John Paul anyway. I've never liked John Paul. I fucking hate John Paul.
No, nobody does. That's why Memo's mad.
Why?
Said she was done with you and Chebley both.
Now I did.
That's what Steve said. Said 2 days ago. Said if I talk to Ernie, tell him that you Memo said she's done with him and Chebley both. Because you're talking about John Paul. I said, okay. That's the day I called you and asked you what was going on and what happened with you and John Paul.
Now, John Paul meet me somewhere fist to fist, and I showed him what I'll do to him. I ain't scared of a motherfucker no more. I'm a hell of a lot bigger than what I used to be, and I'll lock a goddamn chokehold on him. I'll choke his fucking eyeballs split out his fucking head. He can say and praise Jesus all he wants to. Then I can be the rest if she wants to.
Me and John Paul got into it when I was there. Memo didn't talk to me either. Told me she was done with me because me and John Paul got into it.
Connie got on the phone and she said, he told me he'd kill you before he would me, Ernie. Where's BJ's stuff at? So I just had to tell her, fuck her too. I didn't do that fucking shit. She knows good and well I ain't like that. I didn't get in her fucking shit. I didn't break in her fucking house and get that shit. The police fucking searched me. I didn't have nothing. Never did I ever have nothing on that. Fucking lying motherfuckers. I ain't got nothing for none of them families. They can go to hell. You know, I said I was the one that helped the DEA get Connie. Did you know that?
No, I didn't about it.
Well, you can tell them I did. Because I did. I told them motherfuckers. I told them all for it. I said, Connie, no quit. What she does, she's going to get busted. 2 days later, bam.
How's she had all this trouble?
Who?
Connie.
Oh, she's a rat. She's ratting on you all right over right now. Did you know that?
We don't do nothing. She can't be ratting on us.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about with juniors, people and everything like that.
What do you mean?
That's goddamn, Amber. Use common sense, Amber.
Junior's people.
Use common sense. What fucking Connie does. Use common fucking sense. Connie tried to direct motherfucking DEA agents over to where you guys live at. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, she tried to give them directions to where you all live at.
Well, we don't do nothing. Let them come.
I know y'all ain't done nothing, but Connie got out a lot of shit about a lot of things she did. I've got Connie's fucking testimony. I can pick it up. Her ratting ass. and Rachel's a rat in the ass, and every fucking one of them's a rat in the ass. You know?
I'm trying. They neither one got court dates and they've been arrested. I don't know how many charges.
Yeah. Like I said, Shelby needs mental help. That's all this conversation's about.
I don't know how he's gonna get it. He was evaluated by fucking somebody Ron Johnson sent him to, and they said he was sane and him mental as goddamn all get out.
Well, he needs to be evaluated. You need to look it up on the internet. The best way, the best doctors. I've got a friend in California who's a brain doctor.
That's what I need. I need a brain doctor.
I'm gonna talk to Taylor and see what I can do. But I'm gonna get off here so I can go fucking talk to Taylor.
I love you.
You could do exactly what I told you. Exactly the things happen. The only thing I was trying to do is move it over for the family because I know it's gonna be hard for them. I know it would. And then he just turned around all on me and everything. That's why I don't want nothing to do with motherfuckers that will go out in hell and die. I don't care.
What do you mean that they try to turn it around on you?
Well, like right now, with John Paul and everything, I was coming up there. I was bringing Cindy up there to introduce her to Mom and everything. Let her meet Mom and, you know, going to come up there and tell what all Shipley was going to do and what kind of person he really fucking was. You know, I wasn't going to go against him or nothing. I didn't go against him. But I was going to let him know what I stopped him from doing that night. But, you know, he got turned around on me because of goddamn big-ass John Paul, the Christ man, come up there and bow down and suck something's dick off. It fucking come in his jaws.
You can't say nothing about John Paul in that punch. You will be disowned, my dear.
Well,
in case you didn't already know.
The next thing that happens to John Paul, let's see how far he goes down the road. Because I've got people right now. I've got a special response people right now watching John Paul for everything he does and stuff. They didn't fuck up one time. I went over there and he threatened me like that. I went over to Sergeant Lee. He said, "You mean to tell me after everything you saved their damn while, that motherfucker?" Here's that word Sergeant Lee said. He said, "That motherfucker fucking done you that way." I said, "Yeah, they don't care." He said, "Just go home. You didn't do nothing. Go home. Don't worry about it." He said, "Let us handle John Paul."
I don't know how John Paul ain't in trouble for claiming everybody's youngins on fucking taxes and fucking all the shit.
Who did he claim?
Huh?
Who did he claim?
He's claimed Angel and Angel since they were little, and he's still getting by with it. And he got a letter from the IRS. Memo said he didn't get no taxes this time. He got a letter. She thinks he might have got in trouble for claiming Angel and Angel all them years.
He did, because the new rule this year is you have to show the school records, hospital records, everything that you did for the head of households. You know it. You have to do that now. That's Obama doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
So he got audited, and then
probably.
Then he'll owe about $7,000 or $8,000.
He'll owe more than that. He's claimed them since they fucking little. He claimed them their whole fucking life. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I ain't worried about it. I don't care what they do to them. They'll do whatever they want to do. I ain't got nothing for them. Never will have nothing ever again for them. So I don't care. Where I look at it, my family stick by me. The ones that stick by me, stick by with me. And when it comes out, when the dust settles, they start playing the next day or so. They start playing the confession. Shipley's confession. We'll see where Shipley goes in. I told him I'd help him. I told him I'd help him get a doctor, but I'm not answering none of his phone calls. And he pointed that gun at that baby. I don't want a damn thing to do with him.
I don't know, man.
Like I said, Shipley ain't what everybody thought he was. It's sad to be that way, bro. I'm being fucking straight up honest, man.
I don't know. I need you to take me Lexington, dude, for real.
Well, when time comes to take you Lexington, I'll try my best to take you Lexington, deal?
Well, I'll probably be fucking buried 6 feet under by then.
Well, if you are, we'll bury you and have a good funeral with you.
Oh, fuck you! I don't want buried. I want put in a fucking concrete vault above ground.
I probably want that too.
I don't want no dirt thrown on me. Hell to the no. On concrete vault, you're paying for it. Well, I take my will. Ernie Shell's gonna pay for this. Send a bill to Ernest Mack Shell of London, Kentucky. Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go and put my demon in the bed. Did you hear me? I'm gonna let you go and put my child in the bed. You there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, I'm gonna let you go and put my child in bed.
Okay.
Love you. Hello?
Be good. Love you, son.
Love you, bye. You are so busted.
So you guys got to hear it. All right. So that's the entire call. Yeah, I know. I'm fixing it. So sorry, guys. So let's go over this recovery agent stuff. Yes, it is from the screen share. I think I got it fixed. So, all right. Now, let's get into this where they took a deep dive into the recovery agent information. Because this information is very much where the complications come in for the defense. So at this point, they had already went through a computer and found out that things weren't necessarily as it was portrayed. And the best way to do this is to show you from the files. So that's why we're doing screen shares now. Because now we have all the files to where you guys can physically see who they reached out to and what was discussed. Well, and the phone call was supposedly 2 days prior to them going to law enforcement. So why would you tell your sister all this stuff if it was 2 days prior? So, there's just a lot of questions in that whole dilemma. And Maria, I don't believe that. I think he actually thought maybe he was going along with the joke. So let's get into why they questioned so hard about ES being a part of the TAP BA and why this is so important to this case. Because you actually have to have proof that, there would be records. If you have all this stuff, there would actually be recorded data with the state or whatever. So let's get into this. The TAP BA is the Tennessee Association of Professional Bail Agents. They spoke with the secretary. It does look that way from a lot of aspects. Very much so. But so they gave her the information on the ID card located on ES's Facebook page. And she stated if it did not have the TAP BA number on the ID, then it was not a legitimate card. So let me show you what they were actually looking at. During this time frame. And yes, they did full research. They went through all the crap to find out. They kept tabs on it until the trial and currently keep tabs on it. Now, can you guys see that? This is why you don't just post bullshit on anything, because they dig into it. So that you guys know, they also got his computer from that time range and found out that these were freshly made things. There you go. That is also the thumbnail picture that was used for today. So he posts this on a Facebook page and listed employment such as captain at the Fugitive Enforcement Task Force. So they did extensive research, as you can see, that went back and forth, over and over. Communications. And when you pretend to be a key witness, you start seeing things like these investigator notes. The ID was fake. That number did not exist in a database. They searched for all of this. Don't take my word for it. This is what's actually going on. This was the research they did to get to this point. Research. You know, when you list this great job set or job skills, and you put all that out there on a public platform, they dig, and they dig deep. And they continue to dig deep. Like I said, it's all here to where I'm not hiding anything. You guys can see it clearly for yourselves. These were documents to prove that you are not who you portray yourself to be. I mean, you go through it all, and it's literally a mess. So I have to agree with this, when you set out saying that you want to protect the world from pedophiles, you want to protect the world from all this stuff. If you're going to go real life and say that's your career, that's your job, people are going to go real life to look it up. And they have over and over and over again. And I mean, it's as clear as day that this is the research that they continually did. You know, they actually looked up everything. Everything was recorded. Everything. So when you're going to get yourself involved in criminal behavior or whatever, make sure you know what you're dealing with. If you're a criminal and you haven't been caught yet, you eventually will get caught. I mean, they went as far as to deep dive into the other one. You know, they pulled up a tripod account. You know, we have the PDFs for all of this, and they still get it wrong. Right. I mean, you really want to see the good in people. You really do. And then you get stuff like this. You know, they did a deep dive here. And it's just over and over and over again with the deep dive. And, you know, they want to say that, oh, that they didn't look into it good enough, or they didn't do this good enough. How do you figure? And, you know, we're doing some disk searching right now on all these emails and all this past information that was passed from Commonwealth attorneys to other attorneys. But as you can see, these key witnesses were dug into. And I do mean dug into. There is a multitude of emails that they were looking for JC to subpoena him for quite a while. You know, you go into every bit of this in detail, and then you find out stuff like this. And it's the stuff like this that makes you second guess either side. Either side. You can't make this shit up. And then you want to know why they took such a deep dive into each one of them. And like I said, I could go on for hours on end just on the screwed up shit that was reported and found. And the fuckery that went on throughout this whole trial. As far as even a subpoena. Oh, well, I was told I didn't have to show up. Well, none of us want to show up. None of us. But when you do some fucked up shit, and you decide to be a closet criminal, one that hasn't been caught yet, you will eventually get caught. And that's the thing.
Sorry, guys. Things aren't working it looks that way, but I'm just providing information to where you guys can see why I question everything, why everyone should question everything you're seeing, you're hearing. Yeah, who really killed him? That's the question, Tara. Who? None of us know. None of us know. Could it had been master planned? Could it have been, any of this? And how many? How many people was it? Because, even the state to agree to complicity had to have thought that there were other people involved. So there are so many things that were done throughout this investigation that, literally, plan in the making, and it's just a huge ass mess. So it set up a lot of questions. It wasn't just the fact that, they've had to locate this man 1,000,000 times to subpoena him. You guys can see how many times there was a subpoena issue. and then his reservations yesterday. I'm pretty sure there's a few things walking free. So like I said, every day we'll go through different aspects of this. I mean, we could go for days on every bit of this one CD. One. So, I mean, you guys tell me. Is it worth us investigating any of this any further? Should we keep showing that there's a possibility that there's something not right with any of this? You guys tell me. So, all right, with that being said, I do want to tell each and every one of you that I appreciate any insight that you guys have, any questions you guys have. You know, it's okay for them to have a fake profile here and there to go research people, but it's not okay for the others. Yeah, he's not. And that is where I'm at with this. I don't believe that, Tara. I don't believe it. They're still planning, they're still plotting. I mean, people using deceased relatives' social security number. No, all of them have to go. All of them. There is reasonable doubt. Always was. Why do you think the jury was a hung jury? I'm not going to save him. That's not the point. And that's never been the point. You can't save somebody that could possibly be in the wrong. But if there are others involved that say that they weren't, then, you know, who does that? Enlarge the screen about 2 minutes ago and you can read that email. Who does that? Yeah, you shouldn't. But if there are other people that are guilty and it can be proven, they all need to go. They all need to go. I don't care what you got going on. Currently, you should have been there to begin with. You know, there's so much more to all of this than any of us see. The plots, the ploys. Everyone needs to be held accountable for their fuckery and their bullshit. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that somebody needs to be let out or be saved. No, by no means. But I am going to put out there, you know, they did deep dives. They did deep dives. You know, it is kind of a hard blow. And, you know, when you go through this stuff and you see this stuff and you see comments like this crap here, all of it in its entirety, starts making you think, what in the hell is going on? I'm pulling it right up from the CD, right up from the CD that it's located on. None of this is made up. They do need to be in jail. And it's by going back through each and every little thing with a toothpick, a comb, a fine tooth comb, digging to find out what actually happened. What do people actually think? They wanted to bring it back up. Nobody heard the audio until today. Today was the first time that audio had ever been played. It's not because I didn't want it played. Time did not present itself. But the digital copy from 2017, it's right there. It's right here. Let's enlarge it. All this stuff has bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. Exactly, if it proved innocence or whatever. You move on. But at this point, I don't think it's about evidence. I don't think it's about any of that. What I do think it's about is the fact that if there are more people involved, they all need to suffer the guilt. Not just part, not just one person. But yeah, who would go this far to destroy a newspaper article and say don't trust? And all this, who would go to those lengths? Yeah. Those are some very devastating photos, Pickles, too. So, take that into consideration, that there is so much more that none of us have ever seen. There's a lot of stuff that I did not put out purposely. Love you, Maria. So, yeah. So, let's take that into consideration at all times. It's what needs to be done. Yeah, if they know a specific detail, they need to be turned in for that. It's just time. It's just time. This has went on for way too long. So, yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with some more little tidbits. There you go. There's today's little tidbit. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting the channel. You guys enjoy your day. Go enjoy life. Be kind to one another. Lower your standards sometimes and listen to the evidence and facts. That's what we all need to do.
And I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something